forget what I do and don't have on my Stream Deck. Oh, that breeze feels nice. This is just so that I can dig this out so that this will grow more. When that's ready, I will dig that out too. Okay, this is gonna filter out oxygen. And then I want to prioritize this so that we can get the oxygen actually going here. I'll have to get done. There we go. There we go! Oxygen will now make its way through the base. Perfect. Okay. So I can make refined metal now. I will throw... We'll just throw this down here for now. Okay, perfect. And I'm just gonna throw a few more airflow tiles around here. There's a ton of oxygen down here. We just need to get it elsewhere in the base. What is this doing? Okay. Actually, you know what? I have an idea here. We could make this like a bridge of mesh tiles. And then that'll close off this area, which will let me dig this out and use this guy here. And we'll just make a bunch of refined copper. That way, once we've actually got the stuff for my automation researched, we can build perfect. Once we get the automation on there, this is gonna just be smooth. And we can start focusing on other things. Like getting the water and the cooling going. What are my cats doing? All I hear is like thump 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 thump. Ting. There was a ting. Why was there a ting? Cats. Now we need to go back. Now we need to go down to automation. And I need this. I don't have enough refined metal for the automation. This one battery yet. Might as well take this. Alright. So I'm gonna use this for cooling too. For a second, Mux had his eyes open. Hi, Penguin. Were people bothering you? I wasn't even thinking that that would let me get mechatronics. This is what we need to work up to on her, like, ASAP. Didn't somebody have an interest in art? I thought they did. I guess not. The good news is that my power is no longer, or my oxygen is no longer dependent on power. I mean, it needs water, but there's so much water in the pipes that it doesn't matter. Hi, come here. Oh, this is what you want, or else you wouldn't be here. See? Was I right? Yeah, maybe. Oh, I could do a double row of, storage down here. Once this is empty. Or even before that's empty. Okay, come on. Just so that I can bring it back up to... It's not having noise. And then I want to get this built as quickly as possible so that we stop wasting coal. And lumber. Make ethanol? I don't need, I'm working off of wood burners right now though. I don't even have ethanol yet. We're still very early game. We're only cycle 58. I also have some ethanol if I need it. Like, I don't have any use for ethanol yet. I know that there's ethanol generators, but we don't have them. Plus, the whole point is we want something that's going to create some carbon dioxide for the oxiferns. I know that there's some use for ethanol. Don't remember what it is. It works in a petroleum. Okay, yeah. Petroleum or ethanol. I mean, that does produce carbon dioxide and polluted water. I just don't know if I need that yet, though. That's the problem. Like, one, I'm not at that point yet. Two, the polluted water would screw over this. I don't have any way to deal with the heat yet. And, like, this will be fine once it gets going. Plus, there would still be the added issue of wasting ethanol. There we go. Don't want it to quite get to 0. If it gets to 0, we're in trouble. No, I'm probably going to largely deal with, like, that is something that I will keep in mind, so that if I end up needing more water, but I don't think water's going to be an issue because we've got the 2 geysers up top. thinking of... Oh. I have a plan. Oh, do I have a plan? But yeah, like, I don't really have any use for ethanol yet, so... Like, the only benefit of ethanol would be that you can use pipes to automate the delivery, but you can do the exact same thing with sweepers, so... Which is what we'll eventually do, is we'll have the sweepers gather the coal from here and the wood from here, and automatically bring it down. It'll drop it into here, and then I'll have one sweeper covering this and one sweeper covering this. And then this whole thing will be automated. Another level. Well, eventually I'm gonna have a hydrogen power. So, like I said, these asteroids, they're a lot smaller than they are in the base game. Like, this is the extent of my width. So these asteroids are a lot smaller. You can't do everything in, like, you can't do everything on one asteroid in these games. Not well, anyways. It's like we probably won't even deal with oil or plastics on this asteroid. Yeah, we've got this one here. This one here is going to have liquid sulfur and all of our oil. So this is where we're going to go for this. And we can get Squeaky Puffs and Slickster. So Squeaky Puffs. And, you know, anything that needs chlorine here. Hopefully we can get some crab farming going, and then Slickster farming for the oil. But I don't have any other asteroids. Like, again, we're only on cycle 60 right now. I know that, you know, some people might be a lot further than that, but I mean, I'm not pro by any means. I like to get things kind of really set up before I expand too much, or else I end up just getting screwed. Like, it's one of those, it's a difficult thing, because you have to do it right, or else you're gonna end up, like, I have to get the right balance of progress and stabilization, or else I end up screwed. Like, again, our oxygen is fine now. Like, look at how good our oxygen is now. Just from these guys. So. What I'll probably do is put a... I'll probably put a carbon skimmer down at the bottom here to drain off any excess. Or maybe I'll put one up here. So that way, if there's enough carbon dioxide that is cooling up here, we can skim it out. I like that idea. Okay, we're gonna do that. Oh, I have never actually gotten to rockets. So, I've never actually gotten to rockets. I have, where is my carbon scammer? Oh, there it is. My other game that I have where we actually have a full colony on another asteroid, we use the teleporter. Make sure those are set to harvest. Okay, there we go. Yeah, I've never actually gotten to sending rockets off. So. But yeah, because then we can have the extra water come through here and then just send the polluted water back up. Starting to pick up a little bit of clean water, but there's not too much you can do about that. There's not that much, so the damage shouldn't be too bad. Or did they actually make it so that it doesn't damage it anymore? Either that or there's not enough there to damage it. That's kind of cool. But yeah, we'll get a carbon skimmer here so that we can skim off any extra carbon. This is perfect. This should hopefully help us start stocking up on stuff. These guys are more likely to create sage hatches. If we create sage hatches, then we can... Closed in one of my pips again. I might actually even turn this here into a reserve. A nature reserve. We'll eventually let tips loose. Like this section over here. Hopefully get them to plant some seeds. Perfect. Okay. This is going well. Oh, they can't even get into there easily. No wonder. Okay. Open that up. I was like, why are they going through the water? That's gross. Because they don't have a choice. Okay, cool. That there. That's gonna be next. Is probably trying to get this done so we can start working on this water, and then yeah, hydrogen generation going up here probably. Or over here. I think I'm gonna do the hydrogen generation over here, but we can put a pump up here to pump the hydrogen out. A unique idea, and I don't know if it would work. I want to hit this belt though, so this is technically a thing. Yes. Perfect size. Nice. Now these don't need fertilization or anything. I can make a structured one if we end up needing more wood, like more lumber, but we're gonna have the hatches going as well, plus eventually hydrogen, so. Hey Diggler, how you doing? Long time no see. How have you been? getting to stream full time again because I'm laid off. So just trying to focus on that. Because COVID has fucked everything else over, but you know what? I get to live my life good right now, so focusing on that. Not sure for how much longer, but you know what? I will take what I can get right now. So. Oh, hell no. We are in full lockdown again. Like full shutdown. Even for the first time too since COVID started, they even stopped the big box stores. So like Walmart and stuff is only allowed to sell grocery and pharmacy items. They're not allowed to sell anything else. That's the first time they've done that. So our numbers are going back down. I actually got my first shot on Tuesday. So they're getting there. So because I work in retail and I could be called back at any time, I'm unable to work at home, which is the current criteria that they just opened up. Yeah, I got my Moderna. They actually stopped giving AstraZeneca out to people as their first shot. So people that got their first shot of AstraZeneca, they can choose to go and get their second shot with the remaining doses that Ontario has. But they did stop AstraZeneca, which I'm happy because I didn't want AstraZeneca. Living on my own, and I have a few small issues that I don't know if they would complicate it since they don't know what causes the clots yet. Like what makes people susceptible to the clots yet. But living on my own, you know, if something did happen, there would be nobody there to provide assistance or to call 911 if I was unable to do so. So I'm gonna get rid of these batteries. I don't want them producing heat there. But luckily I didn't have to worry about that. I got Moderna, first shot. Now all I have to wait for is for them to open the border back up, because that's the really rough thing for me right now. It's honestly the only thing I care about, so. Like, they still have the border closed to land travel. Everything's been open there for at least a couple of weeks. Well, okay, so the problem is that, our premier in Ontario, he has this notion of business matters more than everything else. So what's been happening is as soon as the numbers are on a downward trend, even if they're not at a reasonable level yet, he's like, we're doing good. As long as we keep it up, I'm gonna open everything back up, okay? Yeah, you guys can even go to bars. You guys can even, if you're in certain areas, you can eat outside. You can eat inside in certain areas. Like, just be responsible, okay, guys? Guess how well that worked out. Clearly not very. As we were open for, I think, not even 2 months before he did, like, the strictest lockdown yet. So, I mean, it is what it is, but it is what it is. Like I said, the only thing that's gonna even matter to me is when they open the borders back up so I can drive down again to visit Mux, so. But we're on the path to that. I have actually been sleeping and improving my metabolism and stuff. I'm hoping that I keep trying to start working out, And then something happened. So, and then I was starting to work out, and then I got my shot, and my arm felt like it was gonna fall off. Then my arm felt better, and now it's like freaking 35 degrees outside, and it's too hot to work out. I tried the whole personal responsibility thing for a while too. Didn't work out there either. Yeah, I'm honestly not surprised, because people, like, as bad as it sounds, people don't care. All people are gonna do is look out for themselves. That's all it is. Everybody thinks, oh, my group isn't the problem. It's this other group that's the problem. So, like, I mean, in my case, you know, like, I know me going down to visit in the States isn't gonna be the problem, right? Like, when I go down there, I see less people than in a single day when I was at work. But I accept that, you know, a lot of people that do that aren't doing it responsibly, and that I'm essentially just really screwed. That's okay. I mean, it's not okay, but I accept it. Why can't people do the same thing with being able to golf? You know? Which is the big hot ticket right here. Like, he shut down the golf court, like, outdoor activities, including golf, and there was this huge outrage about golf courses being shut down. Oh my god, how dare you shut down the golf courses? Anyways. Happy topics. How's everybody doing this weekend? I mean, unless you guys all want to hear me rant about stupid countries, but I don't want to scare anybody off. This is going pretty well. I do need to get this built though. Not too bad, you're just trying to adjust to normality again, you missed the quiet. Yeah, I mean, I'm gonna definitely say that I feel you there. Like, a lot of people are like, oh, you'll be so happy to get back to normal. And it's like, what the fuck are you talking about? This is what I want my normal to be. Good news, though. I'm one step closer. I made a... Somehow, me being laid off has actually resulted in me having more money. So I actually made a bulk payment on my car. Paid off, like, over half of what's left on it. And it's now due to be completely paid off in probably another 2 or 3 payments, which is, like, I do bi-weekly payments, so that's 4 to 6 weeks. So when that happens, that's an extra $350 a month that I'll have, which will go towards paying off my credit cards. And once that's done, I'll probably have like a good like $400 or $500 extra a month. So, which means that I can start saving up for like we started a GoFundMe. Because we've decided to try and get a lawyer to help with my visa. But once I get all my stuff paid off, I can start saving up for that as well myself. And hopefully we can try to get that going before the end of the year. It's my hope anyways. This here was full of water and I don't know where it went. Ah, perfect. Yes. Yes, yes. Okay. So that there is now... My food and oxygen should now be relatively... No, sorry. My power and oxygen should now be relatively self-sufficient. At least until I can get automated shipping, which I should probably start researching towards. That will be these here. Once I can get automated shipping here for coal and wood delivery, we'll be golden. This could be good. This could be good. I do need a decorator. So we're gonna build her a bedroom. We need a special bedroom. Because she needs light to sleep. But yeah, so I mean, that's more or less where my life is right now. So. What's the status of me? Yeah, that's kind of what I was talking about earlier. So again, we're trying to, like I said, there is their GoFundMe. I've tweeted about it and I have it pinned in the announcements in the Discord if anybody is interested. But I try not to plug it too much in chat unless people specifically kind of ask about the topic. So we're currently trying to save up for a lawyer for my visa so that I can move down there. Unfortunately, the borders are still closed right now. So I can't go see him. I could potentially fly down, but that's more expensive. And if you're leaving the country and coming back, you need to get a COVID test before you can get on the plane. And then you need to... Oh god. I need to not talk and try to lay wires at the same time. And then on top of that, you need to also pay for a potential 2-week stay in a hotel if you test positive. So I went down and saw him for Christmas before the extended measures were put in, whereas all I had to do was quarantine. I didn't need to get a test or quarantine in a hotel. So I did that at Christmas, but I haven't seen him since. So I'm going to be taking Monday off for our anniversary, but, you know, obviously I won't be able to go see him. So... yeah, Christmas is the only time I've seen him in the last year. And it's rough. Like I said, it's one of those things where people, you know, I see people talking about not being able to go golf, and I'm like, so fucking what? You know, your normal isn't the same as my normal. Stop acting like your normal matters more just because it's, you know, a specific thing. If we all crack down and lose our normal for, you know, a couple months, then we can all get our normal back. As opposed to, you know, 25 to 50% of us getting to keep our normal for the whole thing. But yeah, that's pretty much where that is right now. So like I said, I'm trying to kind of more focus on, I get to stream full time again, which does make me happy. It might not seem like it right now, but I am super happy. I've actually been sleeping, which is amazing. I've actually been sleeping. Okay, priorities. Is this the one that I'm... Hang on, who has a... Okay, so you can be a tidier and a supplier. Sleep is always good. Well, it's one of those things where I didn't even really think of it when I was still working, but I never got more than 2 or 3 consecutive hours of sleep. For months. Like, probably for like a year or two. And in the last month, with being laid off, I have slept a consistent 7 to 7.5 hours every night without waking up once. It is amazing. And then if there's no decorating, you will do these. Is Bubbles the one that I want? Yes, okay. So Bubbles will be operating and building. Okay. There we go. We have priorities set. But yeah, so I mean, things are going pretty well. I have been extremely stressed due to work, yeah. When I was back at work. Not being able to, like, have my release of being able to go on my vacations every few months. I had several full mental breakdowns where I actually had to take time off of work. And I'm currently trying to get my doctor changed because I don't like my current nurse. And I'm going to be trying to get, I'm thinking about looking into potential part-time disability so that I can go on, like my work will cover some stuff, because I do pay into insurance and stuff for it, but so that I can have reduced hours, but still make the same amount of work, like to make the same amount of money. You hope things settle soon. Thanks, Diggler. Yeah, I mean, it's kind of rough, like, as as bad as it sounds, actually getting to do this full time, I've realized that I like this and it really makes me happy. And honestly, while I'm not huge, I'm not that bad at it either, I think. You know, I'm usually a very modest person and I don't like to, like, praise myself, but I don't know, my growth is pretty good when I'm able to do it consistently, and, you know, I get a nice schedule where I, you know, take my lunches off and work out in the morning and go for a walk at lunch, you know, find that balance. Everything seems to go pretty well. And ever since I got to try it, I've realized that this is what I like, and it's almost bad because it, like, I used to be, like, at least somewhat content with work, you know, like, sure, it wasn't what I wanted to do with my life, it's not what I went to school for, but, I mean, I had a full-time job, and most people aren't lucky enough to have that, and that used to be enough, and now it's not so much. Being your own boss is important for some people. I don't even know if it's necessarily that, it's also that careful about what I say. But there comes a point where you don't feel necessarily appreciated. You know? Where you don't necessarily feel appreciated, you don't feel like you're on the same level as everybody else. I suffer a lot, so, I mean, you guys know I'm really open about my mental health issues. One thing that caused a lot of my deep-seated issues is a lot of the bullying and exclusion I went through as a kid. And so I do feel like there is a small level of that where I work. I don't know that it's intentional. Like, I'm not going to say that it's intentional. I don't think that people think of it that way, but it's how my brain sees it, and that kind of adds a lot of stress as well. So. Okay, I think our colony is going pretty well so far. Once this gets clear and we can dump all the extra polluted water, this should clear out a lot more. And then we can get more oxygen pumping. Although right now, we're doing pretty good for our oxygen. Like, wow. I might need more dupes. You don't do well working around other people's schedules. Well, that's another thing, too, is for me, having a consistent schedule is a huge benefit as well. I'm just lucky that my manager in retail has agreed to keep me on a consistent schedule. So, like, the only problem is when he goes on vacation, that doesn't always get held. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. 19. Divided by 3.2 is 6 dupes. Okay, so that's how many I have. So these should be creating, they should be breathing like almost as much oxygen as I'm producing, so we'll want to be careful about bringing any more in. Yeah, for me, I mean, I just like a consistent schedule. It's... Eventually I'll put this on a timer so it only turns on when it's nighttime. You can use the council tools to count. I mean, you can use dig too. I usually use dig, but... Oh, this is beautiful setup, guys. All we need is the automation. If TOC issues while counting. Okay, this is gonna be a little more difficult to cover everything, I think. I don't even have the mechatronics engineer yet. We'll get there relatively quick though, I think. Hopefully. Start giving him farming. So we can farm in his downtime. Oh, I can do 2 shifts now too. Actually, no, wait, hang on. No, wait. There we go. That should work. Okay. Actually, no, because I can have it covered by this. There we go. Okay. And we will need to get power running through here. So we'll probably put a... I'm gonna make a shaft that goes through here. I hate that overheat temperature is in yellow. You can't see it. Okay, so I can tell him not to eat meal ice anymore. We've got a sage hatch going, so it's perfect. And then I'm gonna need... There we go. And I'll make a little more copper. Okay. Good, good. All right. This is almost empty, so it's good. Means we won't have polluted oxygen. We made it more. Alright, guys, so hold tight. I'm going to be right back. I'm just going to run to the bathroom really quick.